First of all, let's hope that everyone's well behaved and we can have a nice incident-free start. That initial release is going to be the most interesting thing, and the clean side of the grid will be better rubbered in, so keep an eye out for cars over there potentially making their way through.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Bottas, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen and Raikkonen, Hülkenberg, Massa, Perez and Romain Grosjean. Sainz, Kvyat, Lance Stroll and Ocon, Alonso, Palmer, Kevin Magnussen and Stoffel van Dorn, Wehrlein and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Right, let's be patient going into turn 1. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck. Focus now for the rest of the race.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, Jolyon Palmer did a great job coming through the field today, so my vote goes to him.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time. Anthony Davidson is alongside me today. It's nice and dry up here in the commentary box. How are you, Ant? Hope you're well. Looking forward to the race?
I'm very well, thank you, Crofty. I forgot my umbrella on the way to the box. I'm a bit soggy, but I'm sure I'll dry out soon enough. It's going to be an interesting race in these conditions. Obviously, you can pretty much throw the form book out the window when it starts raining, and the focus moves away from pure aerodynamic efficiency and more towards the balance of setup and definitely maintaining tyre temperature.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Sainz, Massa, Perez, Raikkonen, and Nico Hülkenberg, Ocon, Stroll, Pascal Wehrlein, and Grosjean, Kvyat, Alonso, Stoffel Van Dorn, and Kevin Magnussen. Palmer and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, Let's head down to the track.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care. Seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse. Well done, mate. Nice start. Take care of the car on the way in.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, I have to give it to Kimi Räikkönen. Consistency, good battle, sensible driving. He can be pleased with that performance today.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.